Welcome to the Funnel Factor, everybody.
Cindy's got the magic touch, building funnels that don't clutch. No more stress, no last minute rush. Prospects flocking in a hush. Oh, oh.
Welcome back to the deep dive. It looks like you just attended a webinar and took some pretty detailed notes.
Definitely looks like online marketing is the name of the game.
Lots of good stuff in here, but I see a bunch on traffic generation and lead magnets. Those seem especially interesting to you.
For sure. There's so much to unpack from Cindy's presentation. Email deliverability, crafting webinars, that whole thing with Tim Tams and QR codes in Dubai.
Dubai. Okay, we've got to talk about that later. But
Yeah.
the main focus of this deep dive should be those strategies to attract an audience and grow your email list. Those are definitely hot topics right now.
Absolutely. Getting people onto your email list is key.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Right off the bat, those Tim Tams in Dubai really caught my eye. Blending offline and online, was that part of a lead gen strategy?
Totally. It was a brilliant way to make a memorable experience. I mean, who doesn't love a Tim Tam, right?
Right.
But then linking that QR code to a lead generation funnel, so smart, seamlessly brings that interaction online.
So you get a tasty treat and a chance to learn more. I love it. Do you think that kind of strategy could work for just about anyone?
That's a great question. While Tim Tams might not be the perfect fit for every audience, the underlying principle is super versatile.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's about finding that tangible gift that will resonate with your audience.
Exactly. It could be anything, a sticker, a discount code, even a custom design button. Something small but enticing.
I like it. Make them curious. Make them want to scan that code.
Right.
So we've got tangible gifts, QR codes. Your notes also mentioned that Cindy was promoting these done-for-you newsletters.
Oh, yeah, those done-for-you newsletters.
Yeah.
Really intriguing approach to lead generation.
Definitely. Especially for anyone feeling a little overwhelmed by creating content from scratch.
Right. So someone could offer these pre-written newsletters as a lead magnet to get people on their email list. And then Cindy's team handles the content creation and the delivery every week.
Across 24 different niches.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're basically outsourcing your content marketing.
Pretty much. And it goes back to something Cindy kept saying.
What's that?
Provide value up front. A high-quality newsletter like that can be a really powerful incentive.
It makes total sense. People are much more likely to sign up if they know they're getting something valuable in return. It's not just about collecting those email addresses. It's about building trust, establishing yourself as an authority.
Couldn't agree more. And remember, a lead magnet doesn't have to be a newsletter. Could be an ebook, a checklist, a webinar recording, or even a mini course.
Lots of options.
The key is to offer something your audience will genuinely find helpful. Something that positions you as a valuable resource.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got tangible gifts, QR codes, done-for-you newsletters. What other traffic generation strategies did Cindy talk about?
Before we jump into other traffic generation stuff, I think there's a crucial piece we need to address first. Understanding those customer objections.
Oh, that's a good point. I know I often get so focused on the promoting that I forget to think about what might be holding people back.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of it all.
Definitely.
But Cindy suggests flipping the script. So instead of focusing on how to sell, focus on what might be stopping someone from buying.
So it's like addressing those roadblocks before they even come up.
Exactly. Take some time to think about the objections your audience might have and address them head on.
That makes the whole process feel less pushy, more genuine for sure. You're acknowledging their concerns and showing you understand.
Absolutely. By tackling those objections up front, you're building trust and credibility. And this works for so much more than webinars, too. Think about lead magnets, sales pages, even your social media posts.
That's something I'm definitely going to be thinking about. It's such a simple shift in perspective, but it can make a world of difference.
I think so, too. It's about approaching marketing with a more empathetic mindset.
Empathy. I like it. Put yourself in their shoes.
Exactly. It's really all about understanding their perspective. And then once you've got that, you can start thinking about the best ways to actually get your lead magnet out there in front of people.
Yeah. Get that traffic flowing. I remember Cindy mentioned those done-for-you newsletters could be promoted in a bunch of different ways. Something about pop-ups on websites.
Yes. Pop-ups can be a really effective way to catch someone's attention.
Definitely eye-catching.
Imagine someone's on your site, maybe reading a blog post or checking out your services, and then bam, there's a pop-up offering a free newsletter subscription. Right there. Easy to sign up.
A little nudge in the right direction. What about people using platforms like WordPress?
Oh, good point. For WordPress users, there's a plugin that makes the whole thing super simple. You can integrate that sign-up form right onto your site. No coding, no hassle.
Sounds easy enough. So we've got pop-ups, plugins. How about reaching those folks who aren't on your website yet?
Now we're getting strategic. Cindy was really into using social media for the done-for-you newsletters.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Big audience there.
Huge. And you can really target your ideal customer. Imagine a Facebook post that highlights the benefits of your newsletter, all those expert insights, straight to their inbox.
Yeah.
You could even run some ads to really get it in front of the right people.
And the best part,
Cindy's team handles all the content week after week.
so efficient. You basically have a whole content team working for you.
Right. Now, speaking of Cindy,
Oh yeah, Dubai.
remember she went to that big marketing event?
IMDXB 2.0, right?
That's the one. It was packed with super successful marketers, lots of 7- and 8-figure earners. Cindy learned a ton just from being around those people.
Wow, just soak up that knowledge. Must have been amazing.
I bet. But beyond just the networking, she mentioned a couple of presentations that really stood out.
Like what?
One was about webinars. It was led by this guy, Raheem, super high energy. And the other one was all about email deliverability, presented by some experts from MailView.
It's funny how a lot of the insights from Cindy's webinar all tie back to email marketing and list building in some way. It's like the core of any online business.
It really is. Building that email list and nurturing those relationships is crucial for long-term success. You can connect with your audience, share valuable content, and promote your offers authentically.
It's all about that trust, becoming a go-to source for your audience. Which brings us back to understanding those customer objections.
Right. It's not just about getting them on your list. It's about making sure they want to stay there.
Give them a reason to stick around.
Yeah. And that's where Cindy's ideas about webinars and lead magnets that address those objections are so valuable. It's not about tricking anyone. It's about offering real value.
Building relationships.
Exactly. It's a much more sustainable and ethical way to approach marketing. But it takes work.
Yeah, you've got to understand your audience and what they need.
Absolutely. And that understanding comes from doing your research, listening to your audience, and being willing to adapt your approach as you learn more.
Okay, so we've talked about customer objections, traffic strategies, pop-ups, plugins, social media. But what about standing out? There's so much competition online these days. How do you even begin to cut through the noise?
It's tough. But Cindy was very big on standing out.
That Tim Tam story is a great example of thinking outside the box. But what other advice would you give someone trying to make a name for themselves?
I think the biggest thing is to really embrace what makes you unique. What are your strengths? What sets your brand apart? What unique perspectives can you offer?
It's like finding that special sauce.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to try new things, experiment a little, see what resonates with your audience, and adapt your strategy along the way. The online world is always changing, so you got to be flexible.
And be willing to evolve. No one size fits all in marketing.
Totally. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, let's go back to email deliverability for a second. Cindy stressed this a lot.
Right, because what's the point of all this traffic if your emails aren't even being seen?
It's true.
All that work for nothing. So what did Cindy recommend?
Well, she spent a lot of time talking about warming up your email server.
Oh, yeah, right, before you send out a big campaign. So email providers don't get suspicious.
It's like you're easing them into it, showing them you're legit.
Makes sense. And I remember something about segmenting your list by engagement level, sending to the most engaged subscribers first.
Yep. That helps to boost those early open rates, which can help avoid those spam filters.
It seems counterintuitive, but yeah, I get the logic. Show those email providers that your emails are actually wanted.
Exactly. And she also recommended using a spam checker tool just to double check your copy. Make sure you're not using any words that might trigger those spam filters.
My notes say Mail Media has a good one.
That's the one. And she actually had some pretty impressive results. Just by replacing a few trigger words, her open rates went way up.
Wow, that's pretty powerful. So we're warming up the server, segmenting our lists, checking for spammy words. Any other tips?
Oh, she also talked about using AI for optimization. Yeah, like ChatGPT, you can actually use it to rewrite those potentially spammy phrases, make them sound more natural.
That's so smart. So you're optimizing for deliverability without sacrificing your brand voice.
Exactly. It's amazing what technology can do these days.
It really is. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Everything from those customer objections to all sorts of traffic generation strategies, pop-ups, plugins, social media, even AI.
It's a lot to digest.
It is. But I think the key takeaway here is that on-lead business is about more than just one thing. It's about the big picture.
Right. Understanding your audience, addressing their concerns, building those relationships, and of course, making sure they actually see your emails.
It's about creating a good experience from start to finish.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Of course, this deep dive is just the beginning. There's always more to learn when it comes to online marketing.
Always evolving.
That's for sure.
Well, thanks for diving in with us today. Keep experimenting, stay curious, and who knows, maybe you'll be sharing your own marketing tips at a fancy event in Dubai someday. We'll see you next time.
Cindy's got the magic touch, building funnels that don't clutch. No more stress, no last minute rush. Prospects flocking in a hush. Click, click, funnel, roads align, turning leads into pure gold mine. Auto magic on cloud nine, scaling dreams one click at a time. Funnel mates will change your fate. Lead the charge, don't hesitate. Sales will rise and profit straight. Automation you can't negate. Step by step, Cindy shows the way. No more guessing, no dismay. Daily growth is here to stay. Watch your worries slip away. Funnels buzzing, step in line. Choreographed and dance divine. Convert and conquer, yes it's fine. Milestones crossed, you can't opine. No boundaries, Cindy breaks the mold. Banish myths you've been told. Funnel makes watch stories unfold. Victory sweet like liquid gold. Funnel mates will change your fate. Lead the charge, don't hesitate. Sales will rise and profit straight. Automation you can't negate. Funnel mates will change your fate. Lead the charge, don't hesitate. Sales will rise and profit straight. Automation you can't negate. Front steps and shows the way. No more guessing, no dismay. Daily growth is here to stay. Watch your worries slip away. Step by step, Cindy shows the way. No more guessing, no dismay. Daily growth is here to stay. Watch your worries slip away. Step by step, Cindy shows the way. No more guessing, no dismay. Daily growth is here to stay. Watch your worries slip away.